time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
Average Joe Sim Racing League, with 2 successful seasons under their belt, now announcing the Monday Funday Variety Pack Series. Every week, a new car, a new track, a new challenge, but only one champion. Featuring Arcade Daytona, Legends at Concord, Rallycross at Charlotte, 87s at Auto Club, and the all-new FIA Cross Car. It's free to sign up, and you can put your name on this plaque. Look up Average Joe Sim Racing League on Facebook and sign up today.
Alrighty, good evening everybody. How's everybody doing here tonight? Well, we are here at Phoenix Raceway for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League here in the mini stocks on Mondays. This is going to be a heck of a show. It's going to be a fun night here tonight. I love Phoenix, how this track is. We'll see how these mini stacks take on here tonight. We have at least about 13 drivers have showed up here so far tonight. We are under qualifying here. It's myself in the booth, Brandon Cross, and hope everybody's ready and hope everybody's day is going good so far, being a Monday. Right now, a couple drivers out there on the track. Nolan having the fastest here during qualifying, a 31.620 on there. Right now, we're on board here with Blake in the number 9. He is currently looking at projected at 31.5. Coming around here, he is crossing the line that time by. That's currently putting himself up to second place now with a 31.751. Now on board here, Jason Rushing, getting ready to put himself in 5th place. But you know what? Why not pull up your driver camera here? Show you what it looks like as Santa Claus is in town racing here tonight. Let's see what he can do for us tonight. Where can he get himself right now? Currently in 5th. Let's see this time by what kind of lap time he can put down in this number 78 machine. Here's crossing the line that time by. That time he put down a 31.957. That will put him still holding on to 5th place here tonight. Jonathan Day holding on to 6th. Looks like that's everybody that has put a time in here. So Nolan, right now in the number 16, fastest here, a 31.630. He is your pole sitter here tonight. Willie Smith holding on to 2nd. Blake in 3rd, your top 3. Getting ready to go into race time here tonight. We got about a minute 15 seconds left, and then we go into race and have some fun here tonight. But, you know, with this season so far, this has been a heck of a season, knowing what we've watched and what we've seen, the battles out on the track. Here's what we're seeing for your standings here. Right now, Willie Smith is your points leader, 425 points. John Jean holding on to 2nd, 362 points. Jason Rushing right now is at 304. 4 points away from Jason. In 4th place, though, is tied Blake and Joshua, 4th and 5th at 300 points. And they are only 4 points away from Jason Rushing for 3rd place. So that's what we're seeing right now. Close in points. Justin Day and Stephen Blevins for 6th and 7th points. They are tied 272 points. We got Jonathan Beepman at 227, and Akari's at 200, and Brian Day at 189 right now. So that's what we're seeing in our points. But ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to get gridded up here. Let's go through your starting grid. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, starting in row number 1 here tonight, we have Nolan and Willie. In row number 2, we have Blake and Justin. Look at that, we got both of the Nemo's ocean cars out there in row number 2. Row number 3 for tonight, we have Jason and Jonathan. In row number 4, we have Joshua and John. Row number 5, we have Brian and Ryan. And row number 6, we have Brian and Brad. And row number 7, last but not least, we have Christopher here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go green flag racing here very, very soon. I hope everybody's ready to have some fun and give me some company in the booth. Let me know out there in the chat, how is everybody, and see how, let me know how everybody's doing out there. I would love to hear from you. Right now, let's see Nolan lead the field to the green flag. Pace car is in. Flagman going to start dancing up in this little box for the first time here tonight. Let's see, what's going to happen. And I love about, the new way they have this track. They got a little ways to get to that green flag. Not like it used to be. Once that pace car was in, the green flag was right there. All right, here we go. Green flag out in the air for the first time here tonight. Great start by the number 16 and the number 9 right there, right behind. 3 wide right now, getting ready to go into the corner here, turn 1. Here they are, getting ready side by side, 3 wide, farther in the pack here. It's getting a little where it gets dicey. 55 laps that we are going to be going on here at Phoenix Raceway. Willie Smith holding on to second, battling out here with the number 9 of Blake. Still side by side. That car of number 3 is still for sale here tonight. Willie working on the outside of the number 9, side by side, going into turn number 1. Here's a 16 right there, watching all the action happen right there behind him. Let's go on board here with Joshua. Go on the roof cams while we see some sparks of flying here tonight. Yellow flag is out here tonight. I see Jonathan Day turned around. Let's go back a little bit farther and see what just happened here. What made that yellow flag go out? All right, we saw somebody get into the wall there. 3 wide right now. Oh, and then 80 just goes up. Nowhere to go. Basically, it doesn't look like Jason had that much room to get situated there. So that's what brings out that caution here. We'll go back a little bit more. Go on to your chase view here. There it is, that little bit of contact, nowhere to go. It gets the cars turned around. Unfortunately, that's going to bring out your first caution here tonight. Alrighty, so right now, Nolan's got the fastest lap here at 32.023 here so far tonight. Let's talk about your track information here tonight, though. Alright, so your track information here at Phoenix Raceway. We have 1 mile, 1.01 miles here tonight. Race distance, 56 miles. Track temperature right now, 78.4 mile per hour southwest wind. You can see the sun's out, but the lights are on here as a nighttime race here tonight. That's what we love to see. Your caution information being the first caution of the night here. 2 laps under caution. No lead changes yet. Nolan has led every single lap here so far. We should be seeing the pace car lights turn off here. We should be going green flag racing here in just a little bit, pretty quickly. We'll see how this restart will happen. Who's going to be eating the bologna sandwich here on this restart? All right, pace car's lights are off. Getting all double file, getting ready to go green flag here in just a little bit. Get all the drivers all lined up, get them situated. 16 on the inside. We got the number 9 of Blake on the outside. Second row back, we have Willie Smith and Joshua, and then 92 going to be leading the second line back. Pace car is in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. let's get ready to rumble, like they say. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow. Head on over to our Facebook. All your information you need is on there. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. We definitely would love that. All right, here we go. Let's go back. Green flag racing for the second time here tonight. Flagman going to start dancing in the restart zone. Green flag back out in the air here. Beautiful start by the number 16. Here comes the 3 looking on the inside there. Number 9 on the outside, 3 wide. Back in the pack here going into turn number 1. Still side by side going on for second and third. Looks like second's going to get cleared. Willie Smith now holding on to second. Blake holding on to third. Blake on the back bumper of the number 3. Side by side going on. I believe that is going to be the 70 and the number 10 holding side by side action going on. Here comes number 9 on the inside. A little bit of sliding up the track. A little bit of tires squealing here. Lap 7 here out of 55 completed so far tonight. Different lines the drivers are taking here tonight. Right now, the gap between first and second place, about a 0.3. Willie Smith, ooh, somebody up in the wall grinding here tonight. So with 55 laps, you know, looking at this, the calendars coming up here and how I was looking at there are a couple of races scheduled here. So what's going to be fascinating is see how this is going to play out. You know, here being at Phoenix, we have caution out on the track. On December 22nd, we're going to be going to Dover. And what I love about Dover, short track racing, anything is going to happen. All right, let's go find out what just happened here, bringing out the caution. We see the number 1 turned around here. Here they are right at the line. Let's see what brought out your caution here tonight. Oh, the 1 and the 7. Oh, more contact involved. What I'm kind of curious on, I wonder if this is kind of a bubble effect there, because we're going to go back on board here with the number 1. Oh, there's contact. 70 and the 1 making contact, and unfortunately, a chain reaction right after that. All right, look back at the chat there, saying, let's see, yeah, I can get you some information about backstories on some of these drivers. And where is the little Tykes car? Ooh, what number would that be? A little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we can talk, see if we have some information on some of these drivers out here tonight. Why not? So lap 10 here out of 55 completed. So one of these drivers that we're going to talk about is the number 9 of Blake here tonight. Blake. Let's see if I can pull up Blake's favorite NASCAR drivers here is going to be Rusty Wallace. Make sure I get all of your stuff here situated. And Ross Chastain now. He's from Rockford, Illinois. That's what we're seeing for Blake, holding on to third place here tonight. Another driver that we have here is going to be Justin Day, holding on to fourth place here tonight. Justin Day, his favorite NASCAR driver is Ross Chastain also. A little bit about fun facts here about Justin Day. Justin Day is the definition of a middle of the pack excellence. He doesn't dominate races. He slightly participates in them. When he qualifies, he's usually somewhere between meh and couldn't have been worse. His car control is accurate right up until it isn't. And if there's a wreck ahead, he's a guy who somehow managed to get collected by it all after it's over. So a little bit about Justin Day there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back green flag racing here once again. Let's see who's got what it takes here on a lap 11. Going to be completing lap 12 in your restart zone here at Phoenix Raceway. All brought to you by Redline Racing Network. Great start by Nolan in the number 16, holding on to your lead. Second place side by side. The ISRL loves the 47 car. Oh, we got some action going on, and here we are. 70 having a little bit of a side kick ride going on around here, bringing out the caution here tonight. Brian Day and I believe Jonathan Day getting collected there. Let's go a little back and see. I think we were 4 wide here tonight. We're going a little bit farther back, get a little bit of a different angle here. There it is. There's 4 wide right now here at Phoenix, almost 5 wide there for a minute, and basically nowhere to go, and that just gets everybody collected, and unfortunately, that's going to give some cars a little bit of damage here tonight. Ouch. That's going to leave a mark here tonight. Alrighty, so right now the 47 of Christopher out here tonight having a good run, holding on to 8th place at this moment of time. Lap 13 completed here out of 55. This is your 3rd caution, 7 laps under caution here. Your leader of Nolan has led every single lap here so far here tonight. Hope everybody's having a great time here tonight, enjoying the show, and I definitely cannot complain whatsoever. How, the side-by-side action that we're seeing here, especially being 3 wide here tonight it's as long as they can hold on to it, it's great racing, but it gets a little tricky when you get 3 wide here, especially at these corners. Let's see if we can get some more information on some of these drivers here tonight, too. Another driver here tonight we could talk about is where is he? Willie Smith, currently holding on to 3rd place here, getting ready while the pace car lights are going off. A little bit about Willie Smith. Favorite NASCAR driver here is Dale Earnhardt. His hometown, Letcher County, Kentucky. His fun facts about him is he enjoys fishing, racing, sim racing, and spending time with family and friends. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go back green flag racing once again here tonight. We have 41 laps to go to the end of this race. Right now, Nolan going to lead the field. Who's going to be eating the bologna sandwich on this restart here tonight? Will the 9 be eating the bologna sandwich? Nemo and Dory, let's see if they will help each other out here. Green flag out in the air here tonight. Outside line, definitely eating the bologna sandwich. Number 16, he is gone over a 0.3 second gap. All right, here we are, side-by-side action through the field, going 3 wide, farther back. Good battling going on with John Sheen in the number 1 and Christopher in the 47. Let's go on board on the roof cam of Christopher in the 47. Christopher holding on to 10th place here at the second. Right on the inside of him, he's got that number 80. That's Jonathan Day, currently 1 lap down. Oh, gets a little, looks like he tried to get into the corner and maybe overcorrected because he got somebody on the inside of him right now. That is going to be Jason rushing in the 78 machine. Oh, and somebody going for a ride. Oh, the 7 unfortunately collects Christopher. That is the number 7 of Brad G. Let's go back. Here is your replay. A little bit of contact there. That's going to bring Brad down. And unfortunately, it did. Basically, I was going to say, Christopher had no idea that was going to happen. He was just in for the ride here tonight. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Are you tired of tires and come to my family at Dr. Tire?
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Looking for the perfect ride? Jackie Jones CDJR has got you covered with a massive selection of cars and trucks that fit every need you can think of. Whether you're a busy parent needing extra space, an adventure seeker craving rugged performance, or someone who just loves that sleek style, there's something for everyone here. Trust me, the moment you step on the lot, you'll feel the excitement. Imagine cruising in a brand new truck with all the power you need for weekend adventures, or zipping around in a stylish sedan that turns heads everywhere you go. It's all about finding the vehicle that speaks to you, right? And here's the best part. The team at Jackie Jones CDJR is ready to help you every step of the way. So why wait? Dive into your dream vehicle today. Come and explore all the amazing options. Waiting for you. You won't regret it.
Alrighty, looking back at the chat out there. I see the OLSD1. Where do you sign up for this? We can get you all the information here. Just let me see if I can get the invites out there for you, but I'll definitely tune in here in a little bit for that for you. San, thank you, good sir. You're definitely welcome. 47, no. Well, let's see. Let's get ready to go back. Green flag racing here tonight. Hope everybody is having some fun out there in the chats out there. Thank you for tuning in. I see 78 of you out there. Thank you. All right, green flag back out in the air here. Lap 20 out of 55. Going to be lap 21 now completed here tonight here at Phoenix Raceway. This is the Average Joe's Sim Racing League and the mini stocks here on Mondays. Right now, Willie Smith and Blake side by side. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to buy a car, Willie Smith, the number 3, he's got it for sale out here tonight. He is your point standings leader. He's going to sell that beautiful black car out here tonight. The 92 of Joshua Westendorf right now holding on to 4th place. Justin Day holding on to the number 10, holding on to 5th. Ryan in the 43 holding on to 6th place. He's battling here with the number 1 of John. Brian in the 87 having a good run, holding on to 8th place. Brad in the number 7 holding on to 9th. Brian in the number 70 holding on to 10th. Jonathan holding on to 11th in number 80. And Christopher right now still on the lead lap now in the 47 holding on to 12th. Jason looks like he has brought it into the infield here tonight. Currently, right now, it does look like Christopher has used a fast repair. It looks like a couple other takers also. Brad and Jonathan have taken the fast repairs here tonight. Your leader having a little bit of company now from Willie Smith. Willie giving him some company here tonight. Can Willie work the inside to get around him? This will be the first lead change of the night here. And it does. Looks like right now about a half a car length ahead of the number 16, Willie Smith. Now takes away that spot. New leader here tonight. And here comes Blake wanting to be a part of this action also. Right on that back bumper of that number 3 machine. Felt like we were watching some Talladega going on out here tonight. I see the ISRL, I forgot to mention, this series needs to run a figure 8, and I believe they may, I saw here, well, where was the race schedule? Coming up, they have the Demo Derby and the figure 8 race for a dual event cash prize expedition. I'm not sure exactly when that will happen, but they do have it in sight coming soon. All right, battle for your lead. Once again, the 16 and the 3. Now the 9 and the 10 also being involved in this picture. Good battling going on here at the moment of time. Willie Smith having the fastest lap here tonight now, 31.553. That was on lap 22 that he was able to put that time down. We are now on lap 26. We have 30 laps to go, almost to the halfway point. Here at the halfway point, we'll do our commercial break. Let's see who's going to be able to take these positions away because, man, Willie and Nolan are doing an amazing job side-by-side action going on. Willie now down to the basement trying to take any advantage he can. It looks like he's going to come down into pit road. That's why he was down all the way down in the basement there. With that being said, we do now have Nolan back as your leader, but number 9 of Blake now being involved here. So with Willie Smith coming down pit road, is that going to start the pit road strategies happening here? At this moment of time, it looks like the top 6 have not pitted here this at all this race. We do have a couple of them that came down pit road 9 laps ago, and that was Ryan. It looks like also Christopher, a couple other drivers that may have some fresher tires and fuel. Well, right now, Nolan holding on to a 0.143 second gap from Blake. Let's go on board of the driver point of view inside these cars with Blake here tonight. Show you what it looks like as a driver trying to focus on getting around. Here he is, gets on the inside. See how much the wheel he is putting into it. Listening to that gas and that brake. See that back end kind of kicking it back sideways a little bit, still side by side here at this moment of time. Great racing for your lead. Lap 30 now completed here out of 55, 26 to go. And now looking to the corner panel of the number 16. The number 9 taking the lead. Now the 10 trying to get to the inside. Still side by side here into turn 1. The person that's watching all this happen is this. Let's go on board here with the 92 of Joshua. He's just kind of watching and just being patient right now, knowing that, hey, look at them race really hard here. This is a battle for second and third. That dodgeball machine of the 16. What's funny is I actually just watched that movie just recently. That's pretty funny. Right now we got Nemo, Dory, Dodgeball all involved here. And then we got, to top it off, some Mountain Dew. See the different lines every driver is taking. You can see the top 2 taking the higher line there. Still side-by-side action going on now for third and fourth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Are you
Looking
tired
for the
of
perfect
paying
ride?
too much
Jackie
for tires
Jones
and auto
CDJR has
repair?
got you covered with a massive selection of cars and trucks that fit every need you can think of. Whether you're a busy parent needing extra space, an adventure seeker craving rugged performance, or someone who just loves that sleek style, there's something for everyone here. Trust me, the moment you step on the lot, you'll feel the excitement. Imagine cruising in a brand new truck with all the power you need for weekend adventures, or zipping around in a stylish sedan that turns heads everywhere you go. It's all about finding the vehicle that speaks to you, right? And here's the best part. The team at Jackie Jones CDJR is ready to help you every step of the way. So why wait? Dive into your dream vehicle today. Come and explore all the amazing options. Waiting for you. You won't regret it.
Average Joe Sim Racing League, with 2 successful seasons under their belt, now announcing the Monday Fun Day Variety Pack Series. Every week, a new car, a new track, a new challenge, but only one champion. Featuring Arcade Daytona, Legends at Concord, Rallycross at Charlotte, 87s at Auto Club, and the all-new FIA Cross Car. It's free to sign up, and you can put your name on this plaque. Look up Average Joe Sim Racing League on Facebook and sign up today.
All right, definitely sign up today. Here we are watching. We got some green flag strategies going on for Pit Road, with some battling going on for your lead. Also, that's going to be Justin Day as your leader. Nolan and Joshua battling up for second and third. I did see that. I believe it was Brian Day coming down Pit Road. John Sheen coming down Pit Road a little bit ago. So a couple drivers coming down Pit Road too. We were talking about Willie Smith coming down Pit Road earlier. Currently right now 11th place. So kind of, I don't know about the strategy call. 18 to go here. What's going to happen? All right, Justin Day still holding on to your lead. He's been out there for 38 laps. Your biggest mover of the night, though, is going to be 7 positions. That is going to be the 47 of Christopher, able to get all these positions since the start of this race. A man on a mission, focused. Let's see what he could do to work his way to the front here. Currently about 4 seconds back from Brian in the 87. And then we have Ryan right now, currently about 1.8 away from your leader. What? About 0.4 seconds away from the number 43. So I know we mentioned earlier about your schedule coming up. So December 22nd, we're going to Dover. On December 29th, we're going to be going to The Rock. So that's going to be some fun action there, going to The Rock there. With your points going on and everything like that. Willie Smith on fire here with your point standings. A lot of close battles for your point standings, though, due to battles going on. So with Willie Smith at 425 points, John Sheen at 362, Jason 304. He's only 4 points away from Blake and Joshua right now. That's they're both at 300 points. That's for 4th and 5th place. So with them battling out, where Blake right now is currently in 11th place, and Joshua is holding on to 2nd place right now. Kind of shows you where the comparisons, where they're at on track. Justin Day at 272 points, battling for 6th and 7th in points, tied with Stephen Blevins. Jonathan Peepin at 227 at 8th place, and Akari in 9th for 200 points, and Brian Day at 189 for 10th in points here this season. This is going into Phoenix. All right, Joshua right now as your leader with 14 to go. Brian holding on to 2nd. Christopher holding on to third. Nolan, though, in the number 16, a black flag. He may have a speeding penalty coming into pit road. And that may hurt if he does. That is not good. Looks like Ryan missed pit stop, had to back up there for a quick second. The 87 now as your leader. Joshua now coming down pit road. Things are changing out here tonight. Jason out there in the chat, what up? What up? Good to see you, buddy. Unfortunately, I see you not where you want to be, but good to see you out here tonight. So with Willie Smith pitting earlier, that was about 15 laps ago. He is now up to 5th place, but he is currently 1 lap down. The first one lap down here. Then the 87, but that's where the 87 is and where the 3 is. That's how close they are right there. With just 12 laps to go. I don't know if OLSD1's out there, but the guy that you want to get a hold of is actually the one that's in the chat right now, Jason Rushing. If you want to get a hold of him, he can let you know how to get signed up. All right, 11 to go, though. Down to the crunch time here in just a little bit. How many more laps will Brian able to stay out? He's been out there for 26 laps, just like Christopher and Brad. We got some good battling going on back here, though. John Sheen right now got a traffic jam right behind him. Side-by-side action going on. That black flag definitely hurt Nolan. Currently 2 laps down right now for 12th place. Looking at Joshua right now in the 92. Closing it in on the number 1 of John Sheen. That's for 6th and 7th place. Justin Day right now holding on to 5th place in that number 10. Brad, you can see for 3rd place, though, right in front of him is where all the traffic is that are currently 1 lap down. And Christopher in the 47 also right there in this pack, too. This is where your leader is. Willie Smith closing it in on the 87. '87 right now, about a 8.2 second gap from Christopher. Willie's wanting to get back on this lead lap. But if caution does come out, it looks like he might be able to get that lucky dog spot here tonight. Oh, man, I saw a car going all the way down to the basement around this number 7, that number 80. Going for that was Jonathan Day going for a ride, trying to get around some traffic here tonight. All right, with 7 to go. How long will Brian, Brad, and Christopher be able to stay out? They've been out for 31 laps on these tires. Definitely want to give some shout outs here, though, for our sponsors here tonight. We want to give a big thank you to Average Joe Sim Racing League for the mini stocks here on Mondays, letting us come on board to be able to give everybody a show. But also want to give a big shout out to Barbecue Beast Sauce. Head on over to their website or Facebook and order some. You also can go onto Amazon and order some. They have a lot of different different kinds. You got spicy, original. They have all sorts for different types of meats. So head on over to Barbecue Beef Sauce. My opinion, I think it's better than Sweet Baby Ray's, but that's just my opinion. Also to Jackie Jones. You want to get yourself a new car, head down to Cleveland, Georgia. Get yourself a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, and get off the lot with a brand new one. We appreciate them coming on board. Also to Dubby. If you want to get yourself a nice powdered energy drink If you use code REDLINE, you can get yourself 10% off your order. They have a lot of different flavors, all sorts of different fruit flavors, or anything you want. We appreciate Debbie coming on board here tonight. Also want to give a big shout out to Delta Tire being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. Caution is out. If you want to get some new tires, front end alignments, things like that, head on over to Delta Tire here in Burton, Michigan, and they can help you out. So we appreciate Delta Tire coming on board. But let's see why did the caution came out. Not sure exactly why quite yet. Let's see if we can find out. Kind of look and see if we can find out where it came from. We're going to have to go a little bit farther back and see if we can find it. It's not really telling us who. Oh, the 47 turned around. That is Christopher. Let's go back and see. Did he get loosey-goosey out here tonight? And he does. Gets loosey-goosey coming out of the corner there. Gets it turned around. That will bring out your caution here tonight. Let's go back. And this is basically going to be a green-white checkered here tonight. This is your fifth caution, 14 laps under caution, and we've had 7 lead changes here tonight. Heck yeah, got a lot of different drivers. You know, we had Blake, he's led 5 laps here tonight. I believe I saw Nolan, he had led 28 laps, I think it was. Brian has led 11 laps. Willie Smith has led 4 laps here tonight. Jonathan Day has led 4. Joshua has led 1. So it's Brian Day has led 2 laps. Blake has led 5 laps here tonight. And 28 laps has been led by Nolan. So that's a little bit of what's going on out here. Different drivers leading a lot of different laps. Right now we have 5 drivers on the lead lap. Joshua Westendorf right now, first one lap down for 6th place. All right, pace car lights are off, though. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here tonight. All right, let's see who's going to be able to do it here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I think that's all I can say. Is going to be very interesting here. All right, pace car is in. Here we go. In your Geico restart zone. I don't know if they really call it the Geico restart zone, but in your restart zone here at Phoenix, Brian and Brad are going to lead the field to the green flag. Both of them have been out there for 36 laps up in the front row. The fresher tires are behind. All right, here we go. Green flag in the air here once again. Here's your green-white checkered. With 3 to go. Right now, Brian as your leader. Side by side, almost 3 wide back farther in the field here. This is where it gets dicey. This is where it's going to get crazy. And this is where I definitely do not want to be right now, is because, it's going to be basically holding on to those britches. Willie Smith's holding on to 2nd place. Can he close it in here on the 87? The car that's for sale wants to show you here. White flag out in the air by JS Designs here at Phoenix Raceway. Beautiful pass by the number 3 here. Oh, the 87 into the wall. Willie Smith taking the lead here. Can he hold on to it? Checker flag is out in the air. Here they are coming around. Who's got it? Who's got 2nd? Who's got 3rd? Willie Smith coming home as your race winner. Brad looks like he was able to bring home 2nd, and Brian holding on to 3rd here tonight. 1, 2, and 3. Christopher in 4th. Justin Day in 5th. John Sheen in 6th. Jonathan Day in 7th. We got Blake Hula in 8th. Joshua Westendorf in 9th. Ryan, I want to say McLurg. If I pronounce that wrong, right or wrong, I apologize. And Nolan in 11th. Brian in 12th. And Jason in 13th here tonight, rounding your top 13. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch all the action here tonight. Well deserved. We'll watch Willie Smith burn it out here in just a tad little bit. Let's do our post-race show of the night here. Definitely well deserved. Let's see if we can see how some of these drivers are doing. Get them pulled up here. And they definitely well deserve this. This was a great and awesome race that we just watched, especially being Phoenix. It's one of those races that you never know what's going to happen, and we just literally witnessed that. All right, let's see how Brian is doing. We'll have a chance to talk with him. Let's see if I can get him pulled up here. Let's see how Brian is doing here tonight. All right, Brian, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All righty, buddy. Look at you, able to bring home a P3 here tonight. What a night, but congratulations. How are you feeling?
I think that's my best finish ever in a serious league race, so I'm ecstatic. I was wanting to see it go green there. I think Willie had me on tires. He's a tough one to beat, but, still was able to manage to pull off the top 3, so good night.
Heck yeah, and that's talking about like you're talking about strategies and stuff. You and Brad both were out there for 38 laps on those tires, where Willie Smith been out there for 29. I got a question: how many laps did you have until you ran out of fuel here?
I think I had about 5 more there going across the start-finish line. So all those cautions early on, I missed pit road on one of them. I said, dang, I should have went. I could have saved. And so the very next caution that come out, nobody went. I dipped down, G dipped down. Jason, he had a rough night. We were all 3 going to be sitting there real pretty. So, yeah.
Well, what a night for you. Able to, do what you had to do, get yourself in a perfect spot. Who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this thing possible here tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of follow suit with the guys here. Shout out to the wife. She lets me race and doesn't complain too much about it. Appreciate the guys coming out. The Average Joe's it's a hell of a group of guys. And, of course, Jason and, all he does back behind the scenes for the league.
Heck yeah. Well, congratulations, bud. What a, definitely deserved 3rd place finish. I hope you have a great night. You stay safe out there. And we'll see you next week because you ready for some short track Dover racing?
Man, I race. It don't matter any track, any car, anywhere. That's my thing.
Heck yeah. Well, have a good night, buddy. We'll stay safe. We'll see you later.
All right, same to you.
All right, that is Brian there. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, your 2nd place finisher here tonight. Let's see how Brad is feeling here in this number 7. Let's see what he's thinking. Hey, Brad, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
All right, buddy. Look at you able to bring home a P2 here tonight. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Good. Very good.
Think about that last lap of caution come out. Got a green-white checker type of deal. What was going through your mind knowing that we only got 3 laps and it's going to go crazy?
Yeah, I was just like, man, I hope there's nobody else behind me that's on the lead lap. And then once we got around and saw it, it was just me, Willie, and Brian. And I was like, okay, as long as nobody does something stupid behind me, I think we should be good. So, and then you just got to stay by that big old Willie and he'll just lead you to the promised land. And Brian got up a little bit into the wall and I just got behind Willie and just took off, skated.
You definitely did, and the strategy calls that's what I love about racing, of different strategies you all do. Looking at compared to Willie, you and Brian were both on the same strategy. Came down pit road 38 laps ago, where Willie was 29. Older tires, and you're still able to hold everybody behind and able to bring home the P2 out of that. That is impressive. That's heck of a job for you.
Yeah, it was fun. I love this track. It's a good track. Man, Willie could be out there on just rims, brother, and he'd blow the doors off everybody out here. So, it doesn't matter what he's got. As far as tires, he it doesn't matter. He put him on some big old like super swampers or some shit, and he'll skate around everybody. Dude's nasty.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, who do you got to give a shout out to that made this thing possible here tonight?
Okay, let's see. Definitely my wife, because she's the best. But John Sheen, golly, man, that guy, he's got a root on him, and I love him. Willie Smith, everybody in Average Shows, they're pretty awesome. Except for Jason Rushing, I don't really like that guy. But other than that, everybody's cool.
Well, heck
Just kidding.
yeah,
I like Jason Rushing. He's awesome. He's a great dude.
Oh man, you're cracking me up here. Well, buddy, congratulations. Well deserved the P2 out of the deal. Hopefully, go to Dover next week. What do you think? Do you think you get yourself one spot better and put that Willie Smith one spot behind you and get yourself a win?
Well, Dover to me is kind of like it's like Voldemort. Like it's not the track that needs to be named. Everybody knows about me and Dover, so we don't. I don't speak the name Dover. Don't have a good history there. But other than
that monster that's over top of everything, it is a true monster over Dover, then, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, buddy.
One last shout out.
Yeah.
One last shout out. The Earth is flat. Other than that, I'm good.
All right, buddy. Well, have a great night. I hope you stay safe out there. We'll see you next week, and I'll see if we get yourself a win.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Brad there for your P2 here tonight. Next up is your race winner here. Let's see how Willie Smith is doing. Hey, Willie, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, Brandon.
All right, bud. Once again, up here in the booth, talking to you with another win this season. I don't think, bud, you should be selling this car because this car is treating you just right.
Oh yeah, it's still for sale. Proven winner. I think it's 7 or 8 wins now. I stopped counting. But no, trying to move up to the street stocks. Start below and then work my way up. Anybody got a nice looking street stock, sell or trade, doesn't matter. But man, what a race! Battling up there with Blake and Nolan and I can't remember who was fourth, but at one point in time it felt like we was just right there, just us four. And it was just if you get on the outside, it's just the inside always prevails. And then I was like, well, I'm going to use my tires up too much, and then I was like, okay, so I hit my window for gas. I was like, I'm going to pit, and I hope there's no cautions that come out until I pass the leader back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And luckily enough, I did, and it's just right call. Congrats to Brad G on second place. Congrats to Blake on his third place. Enjoy racing everybody in the league, and man, it was a good race.
It definitely
wasn't easy by no means.
I gotta say, it looks like you guys are having some fun trying to hold on to these cars in these corners. Just kind of how they were drifting up a little bit and kicking that back end sideways.
I like it. Loose as fast is in my book.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, who do you got to give a big shout out to that? I know you gave a couple shout outs, but who else you got to give a shout out here tonight?
I got to shout out my wife, my kids, my grandpa watching back at the house. And the earth is not flat, by the way, just to let you know
that. Oh, goodness. Gotta love it. Well, buddy, I hope you have a great night. I hope you stay safe out there. We'll see you next week, and we'll see how you do at Dover. We'll see if you can keep everybody behind you and keep this car just a rolling here tonight.
Yeah, I also want to shout out everybody that's watching. Appreciate y'all, and appreciate you, Brandon, for putting on the broadcast.
Definitely, I appreciate it, Willie. And also, if I don't talk to you, have a well, I don't know. We still got one more race before Christmas, so never mind. But I hope you have a great holiday. If I don't talk to you.
Yeah, y'all have a Merry Christmas as well.
All right, buddy. Good luck, and we'll see you later.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Willie Smith there, your race winner here tonight. Congratulations to him. What a race and what a night. And, man, can't definitely complain being, these mini stocks. It's always fun to watch how they can handle these tracks and these drivers, the talent they have. But, I noticed the biggest thing these drivers are given a big thankful for. And I always say, and I didn't this week, this big thank you to everybody who's out there watching, tuning in every single week, giving the support to all these drivers, the leagues, and the broadcast. We can't thank you enough. Also allowing these drivers to come out for a couple hours of their night to be able to give us something to be able to produce. If it wasn't for you guys able to allow these drivers to come out and, be able to race, we would not be able to have anything for them to, also have you guys watch out there tonight. So thank you for that. Other than that, stay safe, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great week. And we'll see everybody later on.
Average Joe Sim Racing League, with 2 successful seasons under their belt, now announcing the Monday Fun Day Variety Pack Series. Every week, a new car, a new track, a new challenge, but only one champion. Featuring Marquette Daytona, Legends at Concord, Rallycross at Charlotte, 87s at Auto Club, and the all-new FIA Cross Car. It's free to sign up, and you can put your name on this plaque. Look up Average Joe Sim Racing League on Facebook and sign up today.